The Man Who Watches Through the Hotel Peephole. This story was sent in by Rachel, a 25-year-old traveling nurse from Illinois. She says, last winter I stayed at a small roadside motel just outside Cincinnati, nothing fancy. One of those cheap places where the carpets smell like old smoke and the vending machine eats your quarters. I'd driven 8 hours for a nursing contract and just needed one night of sleep. Before checking in at the hospital, I got room 107. The guy at the front desk, older, heavy-set, barely looked up from his phone, handed me the key and said, "Lock the deadbolt. Some of the guests here don't respect privacy." I laughed it off, but he didn't. When I got to my room, it looked normal enough. 2 beds, ugly curtains, buzzing light, except for one thing. The peephole in the door had duct tape over it, inside and out. I thought maybe they'd been fixing it, so I peeled the tape off to look through. It was just dark. No hallway lights, no motion. Fine. I showered, ate, watched TV for a bit, then dozed off. Sometime after midnight, I woke up to the sound of soft footsteps. They were coming from right outside my door. I froze, listening. The steps stopped, then started again, slow, deliberate, like someone pacing, and I sat up, heart pounding, and reached for my phone. No signal. Typical. After about a minute, the footsteps stopped completely. Then, tap, 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 right on the peephole. I held my breath. Another tap, slower this time. Then a voice, low and raspy. "Why'd you take the tape off?" I nearly screamed. I didn't move, didn't make a sound. The voice came again, closer, like his mouth was pressed against the door. "You shouldn't have looked through." I stayed completely still for what felt like forever. Eventually, I heard the footsteps move away. I didn't sleep the rest of the night. When the sun came up, I packed my things and went straight to the front desk. The man there wasn't the same one as last night. This guy looked younger, confused. I told him what happened. He frowned and said, "Room 107? Ma'am, we don't give that one out anymore. Door's supposed to be sealed. Who checked you in?" I described the older man, the one with the phone. The clerk's face went pale. He said quietly, "Ma'am, that sounds like Frank. He used to work nights here. He was murdered 3 years ago in that room." I left immediately. A week later, I looked up the motel online. It had been closed for renovations. But in one of the recent photos someone posted, you could still see the door to room 107. There was new tape over the peephole, and written on it in black marker were 3 words: "Don't take it off."